Ooh, hey, hey, hey. Ooh, hey, 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 hey. Ooh, hey, 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 hey. My dear American friends, family, intercontinental transmission. I'm on another adventure in a nice little village with a nice friend, Teddy. Teddy! Teddy! Hey, he's in his own methodologies of awareness. So, hey, I was just inspired about our world polarization in a new explanation. Americans, you love to contradict from one side to another the whole observation of communist, capitalist, right, left, democratic, republic. I wanted to offer a perspective here, if I so may, in kindness. Simply put, I believe that there is a distinctive condition in the civilized world where humanity has its concerns of separation and unity, the division and the connection, I suppose. So it occurred to me that communism has a extremist stance in unifying people. It's a cohesion, a social cohesion for the greater good, in a way, originally intended so. Teddy, this way, boy. Oi! Where's he going? Oh, I suppose I should just follow him. German Shepherds have always been a guide in my life. Anyhow, communism is a unification philosophy. Capitalism is a detachment philosophy, I suppose. We have to live in a very separatist mentality in order to compete with one another and exploit one another and benefit from hierarchical modalities of struggle for survival and status, whatnot. In the contrary, communism has its potential in creating a complete homogenization of culture, where there is a hive mind of of people, of the population, involved in whatever needs to be accomplished for the well-being of the whole. The whole is the priority. In capitalism, the individual is kind of the priority, or at most the family structure. The family is or the corporation is like an individualistic perspective on a battlefield. And communism is more like we must keep ourselves together from every possible degree of awareness of consistency. So, the middle path is always the golden ground for the greatest efficiency and effectivity of consciousness to evolve. The middle ground, held between separation and unity, can be a certain precept of security that allows our social structure to be unified in principle for a equality of survival needs, and included in this middle ground philosophy would be also the prospect for ingenuity through entrepreneurship, through, let's say, risk-taking. People who do have some form of new vision, new idea, or instinctive essence to create something that hasn't been established, to do so in a private way, in an empowered way, so that the whole system eventually can have avenues for evolution, and it won't just be recirculating itself in the same sort of ideological flux state indefinitely until collapse, like has happened with most communist regimes. Capitalism, on the other hand, has led us to be completely imbecilic with our spiritual awareness from one to another, and psychopathic in many ways with the world. And we're now in an environmental emergency that has been accepted to be the actuality of our decade now for this generation, that's emerging into responsible position. We have to be very, very well organized and intelligent with how we move forwards from here, and we can't maintain the perpetual argument of which side is better, left or right. That doesn't lead us to the middle ground. We have to be aware that we are all one entity. Every sentient being is one entity, and we are actually of the earth. We are fundamentally, intrinsically connected to the sky, the cosmos. All of the possibly observable phenomena that exist are one expression, and we have to maintain that the competitive mindset is only a auxiliary mechanism for evolution. It's nothing that must be pursued to the end all, because the end all is simply death, and death is simply the greatest provocateur of fear in the sentient brain hold that we currently have. So let's not try to poke holes at each other from one side to the other side. Let's try and take the best and make a world of the both bests, the best of both worlds. Make the world of the both make a world of the both bests from the best of both worlds. So I hope that the American people are wise with this decision coming now in this year to find the best possible solution to what's happening in this world on that front. Peace and blessings.